Hello everyone, it's Dr. Nadine Hamilton with you for our final session, Session 13, which is looking at integrated networking as well as professional development. So we're going to take a brief look at networking skills, professional development, evaluating current and future needs that you may have, reflecting upon implementation of a business plan and how crucial that is to your professional practice, and also case studies in clinical practice. First of all, we're going to take a look at networking skills with other professionals and health agencies. Professional networking enables you to expand your knowledge of other professions that may be able to benefit your clients. So when you're networking, you may go out and meet other professionals that might have a product or service that could also benefit your clients. So you may work as an acupuncturist, but you also want to have a referral network of nutritionists or naturopaths that can help to supplement your client's treatment. So when you go out and network, you have those resources there. And the idea is that you network and that you share those resources with your clients. So if your client is looking for, say, a nutritionist or a naturopath, that you can say, oh, well, look, here's the business card for so-and-so, they're a naturopath, they might be able to assist you further, and so on. And likewise, that they then do the same for you. That practitioner hopefully does the same for you as well. So you exchange information that hopefully is going to be of benefit to yourself and to the other practitioner. And again, the point of it is to connect with other people where you can provide each other with some value, essentially. Networking helps you to build your brand, can save on advertising because you get those referrals through people rather than having to advertise and get referrals that way. It can help to build your local business. It helps to build your community. It helps to give you credibility and longevity. Also can help with new perspectives and new ideas, by sharing information. A lot of networking events will have a keynote speaker at them, so you're sharing that information and that knowledge there as well. Your networks and your relationships should be developed internally, within your own practice, and finding out the specialisations of the people that you work with as well as external to your practice as well. From an internal basis, being able to share from each other, each person has a unique contribution that they can make and, has a special set of skills and experience and perhaps qualifications that makes them unique or sets them apart from somebody else. And when you can share that information internally, it then enhances your own knowledge as well as, the practice that you're working in, because you can cross-refer with those practitioners. Building effective networks, it's one way of being able to operate interdependently as well, and they are a necessary part of our career development and our business development. Again, sharing those ideas, talking to other like-minded people and learning and growing and developing from that as well. Some opportunities for career development can present through either networking with more experienced practitioners, so there might be someone there that could be a mentor for you or a supervisor for you in your professional practice, but also sharing your vision. You might collaborate with other people that have a shared vision with you and where you each have your unique skills, but you come together to meet that common goal. You can also then form those strategic alliances where you might share practitioner resources, or you might co-lease a premises together or a practice together with another professional as well. So, there's a lot of opportunities that can come from networking. You might also partner with other practitioners to obtain advantage. So you might be able to bulk buy your products and share and receive a discount for doing that. Or again, you might have some kind of community activity where you can joint venture with other people. Again, being able to network and have those really good solid networking referrals is going to be really crucial to your practice as well. Some tips on networking: maintaining a database, creating a database with people that you connect in with, their interests, their contact details, their achievements. making contact with your current clients and prospects every 60 to 90 days as well, just to keep on top of that as well, and particularly if you haven't seen them for a while, being able to follow up, do they need another appointment, or is there a cross-referral capacity there? Attending a couple of networking functions regularly so that people see you as the key person in that industry. And also making sure, it's good professional practice, if you receive a referral from another practitioner, to be able to acknowledge that referral in writing, once that's received. Again, it's just good professional courtesy to do that. One of the suggestions, give away a referral a day to someone in your network. With the law of reciprocity, it's a big word there, or again the law of attraction, what you give out is what you receive. So if you're recommending other people, then the law of attraction would say that then will come back to you, and then you'll start receiving those referrals. Building yourself a positive profile within your community. Whether you wear a uniform or you have a name badge there, or you sponsor a local event, calling people by their name, to really start building up those really good networks that you have. And also working your internal network more effectively. So some organisations might have a professional development, say morning tea, and one of the staff members will do a presentation on their area of expertise or an area of interest that you can then use as that professional development to educate each other on that as well. Avoid keeping tabs on what you do for others. So, oh gosh, I've sent, this person 5 referrals and they've sent me nothing. Maybe your discipline isn't relevant to what they're doing, but theirs is relevant to you, because you just never know when that will then come back to you in a positive way. Be open to opportunities. Sometimes the window of opportunity is so clear that we miss it. So just, keeping your ear to the ground, being aware of what's going on and what other people are doing, and maybe how you could collaborate with them, or form some kind of a joint venture for something. Again, regardless of what might be going on for you and what you do, being able to introduce yourself with enthusiasm can really impact your success in business. If people know you're passionate and you're genuine and you're professional, that then starts to build your professional reputation. Natural therapies thrive on word of mouth promotion and reputation, so trying to inspire others by the way that you come across to them. It might be, oh look, I practice what I preach, I take this supplement, or I have this particular treatment, and I feel on top of the world, I've got excellent health, and if people can see you looking healthy, then they might sort of go, well, you do practice what you preach, and we want what you're having. Every new introduction that you have with somebody is an opportunity to promote yourself and to promote your business. So really giving thought. Remember back when we were talking about having your elevator speech, how would you promote yourself? So if you're at a networking event and someone introduces themselves to you, how would you then respond? Having that elevator speech there, your spiel ready, so that you can respond, in a short time frame, but effectively. Professional development, mentoring, supervision and professional associations is our next topic. So continuing professional development, or CPD, or sometimes professional development is referred to as PD, is required by the majority of professional associations. So if you are required to be registered, so myself as a psychologist, I'm required to be registered in order to practice as a psychologist, but in order to maintain my registration, I have to do so much CPD every year, and it's generally counted in hours, or it might be in points depending on your own discipline. So certain events will offer professional development points. So say like you have to, get 10 hours of PD in a certain area, and you attend an event that might be equivalent, 10 points might be equivalent to 10 hours. So again, you need to keep a register of the professional development that you're engaged in as well, to make sure that you are maintaining that requirement for your registration, but also to maintain your professional knowledge. You don't want to be 10 years behind what is going on now. You want to be up with the latest techniques, the latest strategies, the latest research, so that you're sort of at the forefront of what's actually going on in your discipline. Again, training and development. Organisations need their workers, their employees or their contractors to share their learning, so that that learning can then help to build the business. So the challenge sometimes can be finding ways or finding training or development opportunities that is going to meet that need, as well as that's going to be cost effective, that's going to be practical for your organisation. Unfortunately, when you're a sole practitioner or working as a contractor, if you have to go and attend events, it generally means that your practice closes for the day and you're not having that income. And some events can be quite expensive. So, there is a lot that goes to it, that you have to take into account, which can be another challenge for, trying to provide those opportunities for staff, and to get into the same kind of places with like-minded people. All industries and professions need to stay up to date, with current best practice with what's happening. Some more importance of upgrading your skills, making sure that, remembering that you're in control. So you're your own mentor, you're your own boss, you're your own human resource department. Nobody else is going to look after your own career development and professional development except you. So you need to be able to instigate that. So make sure that you're moving forward to maintain that, rather than being stuck in a rut and remaining static and not getting anywhere with it. It also helps you to win new work. If you're increasing your skill set or your qualifications, your professional development and training, you could be learning more or developing new skills that you can then implement in your practice. So again, it can just really enhance what you already have.